Hello everyone, welcome back to Simplify Studies. In today's module, we will study about different type of maps. A map is a two-dimensional representation, usually on a flat surface of an entire area or a part of an area on the earth. Maps enable us to show the physical features such as mountains, plains, coastal regions, roads, population, climates, natural resources, and many more details about a geographical region. It uses colors, symbols, and labels to represent features found on the ground. Maps are of different kinds. But today we will learn about political, physical, and thematic maps only. So, let us first start with political maps. Political maps show the territorial boundaries of countries, states, and the location of major cities. Some of the maps cover the territorial boundaries of entire continents, while some maps are of a particular regions and others are of much smaller areas, such as a state or a country. Different colors are often used to help the user differentiate between the boundaries of two countries, states, and cities. In short, political maps show the boundaries and places made by people and governments like countries, states, capital, cities, and other important places. Let us now learn about physical maps. Physical maps show the physical or the geographical features of places by means of colors. Physical maps represent mountains, deserts, rivers, lakes, and other water bodies and other landforms in a region. Physical maps, however, do not usually depict territorial boundaries as shown on the political maps. Next, we have thematic maps. A thematic map is a type of map which gives information on a particular theme related to a specific geographical area. It focuses on a particular theme or topic such as crops, climate, population, land routes, etc. In short, these maps are used to get specific information about a particular location. To read a map correctly, we should know about the directions, scales, and some standard signs and symbols that are shown on maps. Let us first start with the directions. To read a map correctly, it is necessary to have an understanding of directions. The four directions that are universally accepted are east, west, north, and south. In the given image, the arrow pointing to the right indicates the east and the arrow pointing to the left indicates the west. Similarly, the arrow pointing towards the top indicates north and the arrow pointing towards the bottom indicates the south. Along with these four main directions, there are also four main sub-directions. They are northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest. These subdirections lie between two major directions. For example, southeast lies between south and east, northwest lies between north and west, and so on. Now, let us study about signs, symbols, and colors. Maps often use symbols or colors to represent things. Every map has a key or an information box called as legend that explains what the symbols or colors mean. These map keys are boxes placed in the corner of a map, and the information they provide is essential to understand a map. Symbols may be pictures or icons that represent different things that are present in the real world. Sometimes the maps might be colored or shaded, and the keys explain what the colors and shades mean. Different colors can be used to show different features on a map. For example, brown shows high mountains that are lower than the highest mountains. Yellow shows high land like plateaus. Dark green is used to represent lowland, land that is almost at the same level as the sea. Light blue shows the part of the sea that is less deep. This is near the land. That's all for today. Have a good day.